Hello, this is Raymond Aaron, the Meta Man, and you came here to this video because you wanted to know how to earn 50% profit in 5 weeks. Well, since this is mid-November, the 5 weeks are to the end of December 31st of this year, 2021. I'm recording this on November 19th. Keep a record of this. I'm going to tell you the coins that could explode by 50% by the end of this year. And what is the first one? Let's go check. The first one is My Neighbor Alice, and right now it's at $16.31. A 50% increase could bring it to $24 on New Year's Eve. That's what I'm thinking of. That's what I'm going for. I am looking forward to making a big profit on My Neighbor Alice. Another thing that I want you to notice is that whereas most other coins went down considerably because Bitcoin just fell considerably, look at My Neighbor Alice. In the last, this is a 7-day chart, so look at the rightmost 1/7 of this chart, and you can see that it's gone up considerably. Even though most of the other coins have fallen, My Neighbor Alice is going in the other direction. What is the next coin that I'm banking on? And the answer is the sandbox. The sandbox, you can see, is at $4.28. A 50% increase is $6. I'm looking on New Year's Day to seeing $6 right here from the sandbox. And if you look at the last 7 days, right here, you can see that even though Bitcoin went down, the sandbox went up. This is very, very strong. Next, I want you to look at Axie Infinity. Axie Infinity, and you'll notice that its price is $129, a 50% increase. I'm looking to see $200. I'm looking to when that ball falls in Times Square, I want to see Axie Infinity at $200. And that's what I came to tell you. But don't leave. Why? Because I'm giving you right now some other predictions that I think will occur by the end of this calendar year 2021. This is an extra bonus because you just came here to learn about coins that'll go up, but let me give you some other bonuses. My first prediction came true before I had a chance to record this video, so unfortunately, I can't call it a prediction. I was going to say that there's going to be some gigantic, earth-shattering crypto announcement, but it already happened. Yesterday, just yesterday, the iconic Staples Center in Los Angeles, the incredible sports arena that's so famous and so popular, it's no longer the Staples Center. It's going to be called Crypto.com Center. Crypto.com Center. The coin Crypto.com just paid $700 million for the name change. $700 million. If you still think that crypto is some silly little thing that's going to go away, it ain't going away, because that $700 million is for a 20-year name rights. 20 years. But I can't call that a prediction. It happened just before I was going to make the prediction. So here are some predictions of mine. The first one is that Facebook is going to make a gigantic announcement because they've stirred up so much excitement, they can't just do nothing for a while. So there's going to be some huge announcement, but please don't join Facebook's metaverse. You want to join decentralized metaverses, and I'm going to be teaching you that later. But right now, avoid Facebook's metaverse. They're doing it only to get money from you. You might say, no, it's free to sign up. It's free to sign up, but they're going to know so much more about you that they will be able to pinpoint advertisements to you, and they will get more money from their advertisers, and their advertisers will get more money for you. It's not a win-win. The advertiser wins, it's Facebook wins, it's Meta wins, and you lose. And my second prediction is that Google will announce a Google metaverse, because Google and Facebook are the two biggest entities online that are competing for ad dollars, and Google is not going to be left behind. But Google doesn't want to be looked upon as an also-ran, so they're not going to call it Google Metaverse. They're going to call it something like Google Augmented Reality, something like that. But Wait for a big announcement. And finally, my final prediction is that somebody, some big entity, is going to announce that instead of making cute little lands or islands or cities, and that'll be their metaverse, somebody's going to announce a gigantic multi-billion-dollar project in which they're going to replicate the entire planet Earth in the metaverse, the entire planet. In other words, someone is going to have to film every single square foot of planet Earth. I know it seems weird, but that's my prediction. By the end of this year, in 5 weeks, some big organization is going to attempt to do that. They're going to announce they're going to do that. And you might say, well, why would anyone want to? Well, can you imagine if there's the real Earth, of course, but then there's a metaverse Earth, exactly the same buildings, the same Eiffel Tower, the same Empire State Building, the same Niagara Falls, everything exactly the same, but it's in the metaverse. It's in the augmented reality, so that you can go on vacation anywhere in the world. You can sit on top of the Eiffel Tower. You can actually go anywhere you wish. But besides just tourism, which is a vast industry, there's also engineering. Can you imagine if Elon Musk wants to test his totally driverless cars in extreme conditions of snow and darkness, like after dark, and lots of cars on the road? Well, it's a bit difficult to do it in the physical world because his cars may crash and there could be bad publicity. Well, if he does it in the metaverse, if his cars drive around in the metaverse, then if they crash, it doesn't hurt anybody. And then the engineers can look to see which systems failed. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, there's going to be gigantic uses for an identical metaverse Earth. Another example is traffic engineers. Can you imagine, instead of doing some big complicated study about what the traffic patterns would be like if you built a big stadium or a big amusement park or something like that, you could just do it in the metaverse. You could just plunk a stadium in the metaverse and then watch what happens to the traffic patterns. And instead of building an expensive robot and then testing it in difficult terrain, like walking upstairs, and if it falls or trips, you lose $1 million robot. You just do it in the metaverse. You build a replica, an avatar of your robot, and then use actual stairs. At least they're actual in the physical world, but then there's a metaverse replica in the metaverse, and you can have your metaverse robot walking up metaverse stairs, but there's actually a real staircase like that in the physical universe, and so that you can see how your robot would act. In other words, there's amazing uses of a replica Earth in the metaverse, and anyone who puts the billions of dollars in to create it is going to have lots of buyers for their service. So those are my coins that I'm looking forward to going up, and those are my predictions for December 31st, 2021. And now I want to tell you two things. The first is that I own those 3 coins that I mentioned, but my talking about them is not going to move the needle at all. They're way too big for my little Metaverse Pioneer channel to move the needle. The second thing I want you to know, besides full transparency, is that I'm not a financial advisor, and I'm not giving you financial advice. I'm not giving you crypto advice to buy those coins. I'm not. And I'm not just saying this because lawyers make me say it. Please don't. Do your own study. People who invest without studying will lose for sure. Do your own study by attending my videos every single day. They're only 15 minutes long, and learn and learn and learn, and then seek your own independent financial advice and make your own independent investments. Until tomorrow, I am the Meta Man signing off, wishing you the best of financial success and wishing you the best of meta wisdom so that you know what's coming.